But why some of the people would agree that child actors should be banned? First is that if children are working, they are not spending their time in a formal education. Second, children are less able to make decisions for themselves and to represent their interests. 3. Stage fright and pressure. If children are working, they are not spending their time in a formal education. Regardless of what kind of work they are doing, this deprives them of something so important that we make it compulsory for all children. Although the minimum legal requirements can often be provided by tutors on the set or sports academies, it can be hard to keep performance and education in a proper balance when one appears to bring so many immediate rewards, both in terms of fame and money. Second is that children are less able to make decisions for themselves and to represent their interests. This leaves them a risk of exploitation in the workplace. While parents can represent their children's interests to their employers, but there's always a danger that parents' interests do not align with their children's. Discrepancy in interests can arise when the child's earning power far outstrips that of the parent or the activity fulfills the ambitions of the parent more than the child. And lastly, stage fright and the pressure. Stage fright and pressure of performance can be difficult to handle for even the most experienced adult. It is therefore irresponsible to place these pressures on children at anything but the lowest amateur level. Once children come to realize that financial and competitive success depend on each performance, the expectation can be too much. While the child may enjoy it to begin with, as the pressure mounts, they may feel it's too late to back out. But in my opinion, child actors should not be banned. For me, child actors should not be banned. It is pretty much common sense that professional child performers could not and should not ever be banned. Some of these performers come from poor backgrounds, and if they are handled correctly, they can provide a good income for the struggling families and still get the good education they deserve to have. While this is a very difficult question, we must remember that children have been in the entertainment industry for many years, and that what happens to them need not be negative. In, in the end, education is designed to prepare children for their adult lives and careers. Working in a profession like acting or training as a football player may be a better preparation for some children's future than school based learning, provided they fulfill a legal minimum level of education. Why shouldn't they start their career early? After all, almost every country allow parents to opt to homeschool their children, even if they have no teaching qualification. Almost all child performers have well qualified tutors, and some child stars go on to achieve high grades in universities. Simply banning child performers will not prevent the possibility of exploitation, merely place it out of reach of security. At the moment, child performers are official employees, and as such, they're paid. Hours and conditions are all mentioned by government departments, and as such, must conform to specified standards. When children become amateurs, part-timers, or are completely banned, there is an incentive to push these limits and hide the extent of children's involvement. This is one likely to reduce the conditions for children involved. That's all. Thank you.